So this is a film I'm about to show you. I'll get rid of my kids my kids there we go, my kids YouTube videos, but it's a film. It wasn't necessarily directed uh, totally at totally at. It wasn't for a particular course, but it's definitely a result of the MET program. So I was able to organize a $10,000 grant through Art Starts to do a cross-curricular exploration between film, music technology, and art. That included 4 different community practice artists and included myself and 2 other teachers and 90 students, all with the aim of um, 1, documentation, but 2, just kind of looking at community practice and collaborations and locally based collaborations, and the idea that collaborations can be temporary to serve a goal and then dissolve, kind of like a very. So I think that's what's really interesting. But I'm going to start playing and I'll comment through it. So this is my kids experimented with object-oriented programming, Max MSP and Isadora. And eventually it ended up going to the Vancouver Art Gallery, being part of the Family Fuse sessions. And this is my local space. This is our art teacher's classroom. Those are wave representations. All the music in the background has been created by my students. And what I think is really interesting is I don't know how to do this stuff. I have no idea, nor did the other teachers necessarily. But it was the community of folks. It was the community that was able to pull this together. So I was in charge of the project. My job was just to facilitate community expertise and bring it into the school, facilitate administration, secure funding. And it was a very different role of what a teacher was, but it was kind of inspired by 511 that talked about the changing role from teacher to facilitator. So it's pretty amazing if we're looking at this just to see what kids are up to. There's one of the artists, Remy Shu. This is another artist, Paul. This is the visual artist. And the idea is like there was a few products coming out of the class, and my students still use some of the artifacts left today because there's legacy. So the next generation of students were taught by my previous students how to use some of these programs, but it was truly a process-oriented experience. That engaged the community, and I think what was really interesting is that when we moved to our community, the kids felt like, or my students felt like this is the documentary filmmaker. The kids felt like it had purpose, right? Like when it takes away from this idea of being this really school-based, false learning objective situation to a completely community of practice. Rather than things that they think are limited to a classroom. And what's impressive is these students don't do this stuff until university, right? And they're doing it in high school, which I thought was really cool too. And again, it was, if I had me or the other teachers had an ego about us, we would say, well, we don't know how to do it. We don't want to take that risk.
You can change the position on it.
So here's the conversations from the public. They come in shocked and they're really happy to see the results. So I think that's really cool.
I brought my grandchildren and they were fabulous. fabulous designs all around, and lots of helpful people, and sounds, and color. I am a sort of like to be an artist. Love it.
Um,
And then how it works.
Because like we're really reaching out to our community, and we're seeing people in our community making art rather than just being consumers of like mainstream media, you know.
They work with the community and they meet deadlines, and they have to act more as citizens and less as high school students. They're way more
I
ready
don't think
than
I
a
have any
typical
more
student because they've had
more to
those
comment on
practical
watching
life
it and
experiences already.
watching myself talk.
My
And
hope is that they're learning.
it's
that
more of a memory.
If their imagination is bigger than what the software can provide, they can find a way to do it.
Young people are always told they're waiting to become something, but they are something.
This is a really important point. My point is that
Filmmaking
his point
lets their voice be heard.
The world
his
isn't
quote was,
divided up
young
into
people are always
subjects, so
being told that they're
maybe art
waiting to
shouldn't
do
be
something,
there.
but they already
I
are.
just think it's important
somebody
because
doing
not many people
something.
get this opportunity.
Because when
I'll leave it there.
students
I think
see you
that's great.
learn, instead of me